Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and tonight we're going to talk about the imaginary hype of PlayStation 5 upcoming games and just PlayStation in general. So I have been, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's always kind of been like that. There's all this freaking hype that obviously just doesn't. And if you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe. They're, YouTube's going crazy with this stuff, man. YouTube, Twitter, everything, especially with like that abandoned thing that was supposed to turn out to be the Silent Hill game, and they were supposed to showcase it on the PlayStation 5 through an app yesterday or today, or I turned on my PlayStation both days and it's still not there. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. So I kind of fell for it a little bit, like I was reading Reddit, and like looking at all the stuff, and I mean, yeah, it seemed plausible, but I mean, let's be honest here, okay? Me personally, I'm a Silent Hill fan, dude. I like Silent Hill. If there's a Silent Hill game coming out, I'm gonna buy it. But gosh, is that really I mean, that's kind of a niche title, only I mean, if you take the new Resident Evil games that both have sold what, like 7 million copies over since Resident Evil 7 came out. And I don't know exactly how many copies that they've sold. I mean, Capcom's usually pretty good about giving us numbers, after a little while. I don't know exactly how many copies Resident Evil Village has sold, but yeah, even if it is a Silent Hill game, I mean, what are they going to sell? 3 to 10 million copies of this game? I mean, there's 110 million PlayStation 4s out there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's probably 10 million PlayStation 5s. So I would think that, if Resident Evil sold, 10 million or up to 10 million copies on the PlayStation 4, having 110 million, and then Xbox One having 50 million or whatever. Yeah, or whatever. So let's say that both of these have that many. Gunpla Neil Smith, what's up, bro? Really love your honest opinion in a lot of issues. Your subscriber from Malaysia. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. So if we look at all of those consoles, and PC, I mean, that went to PC. I mean, if they were putting out saying 10 million copies, and all of a sudden we have just what, Silent Hill is supposed to be. I don't get the hype for stuff that is a niche title that maybe a few, like not even a fraction of a percent of owners of these consoles are going to buy. How is that a system seller, and why are we hyped for that if most of the people that care for it, like I care for it, yes, I definitely want a Silent Hill. I want one as soon as possible. I want that game really bad. But I mean, like, to use that to hype PlayStation 5 as we got exclusives. I mean, if Silent Hill comes out, it should go multi-plat. That would be stupid for them to put it only on PlayStation. That would be the dumbest move they ever made for that game, to put it on PlayStation. Dude, Resident Evil 7 and Village are major. I mean, I love both of them, and they only sold like freaking 10 and 5 million copies so far. So, and those are multi-plat on all of them. So if they put Silent Hill on PlayStation only, that's pretty stupid. That's stupid. That is the dumbest thing. It better be coming to PlayStation 4 too, because they're going to need to sell that game. And if Hideo Kojima's making it and putting all that money into it, they're going to have to find a way to sell this game. They're not going to be able to. I don't get why people are hyping PlayStation up over that. Okay, so we also have, other stuff. Like I see these things on there all the time. They got some catchy little phrase, PlayStation's really going to make Xbox look sorry now or something, and then it's like, yeah, there's nothing has come out. PlayStation execs have basically already come out this year and said, hey guys, threw cold water on everybody in Herman Hulse, saying, hey man, we got 25 games that we're making, but yeah, we don't got nothing really to show you this year because the 2 games we were going to put out this year are being pushed to next year, and the one that might come out this year might not actually come out. So we got a bunch of, AA games and there's a couple Bethesda games that are still coming to PlayStation 5 this year. Actually, I can pre-order Deathloop, but I cannot pre-order Ghostwire Tokyo. So I don't know if that game's coming out this year still or not. So it would be good. PlayStation could definitely use that. I am rooting for PlayStation, guys. Like I do. I care about PlayStation. I care about their success. I love Xbox. I love PlayStation. Don't get me wrong, okay? But the hype for PlayStation 5, they don't even want to sell you a PlayStation 5. They want to sell me a second one. They sent me an invite to buy another one. I could have bought another one today. So, yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I mean, obviously, they can clearly see I already have a PlayStation 5 registered to my PSN account, but they wanted me to buy another one. So, I don't know. I don't understand the hype for the PlayStation 5 right now. I don't understand the way these fanboys are hyping, the PlayStation 5 right now, because you know what? To be completely honest with you, and this goes for both consoles right now, if you go out and you buy a PlayStation 5 right now today and you buy every exclusive that's already out, you're going to be left wanting. You're going to want something else shortly. You're going to want something else pretty soon. I've had my PS5 for exactly for 3 months and 11 days. 3 months and 11 days, and I literally got on the store today to try to look for something to buy, and there's literally nothing else on there to buy. I could pre-order stuff, but there's nothing for me to buy, no experience for me to play. Because I really wanted to play Dark Alliance. Like, I was really excited about that. And then, this weekend and stuff, I want to play the new Sea of Thieves thing too. But every time I look at my Xbox and I turn my Xbox on and my PlayStation is just sitting there, I'm always like, gosh dang, man, I want to find something on the PlayStation to actually play. So I get on the store and I'm looking around and there's freaking nothing to buy. I've got all the exclusives that are already out. Like, there's nothing else to buy. All my third-party game, I was even willing to buy a third-party game today just so I could actually, play on the PlayStation. There's nothing on there, third-party or otherwise, that I already either don't have or just doesn't look interesting to play right now. Like, I'm telling you, like, the hype for PlayStation 5, the console itself, guys, don't get me wrong, the console itself is definitely worth being hyped about. It is more powerful than your PlayStation 4 or your PlayStation 4 Pro. And if you can get one, definitely pick it up as fast as you can. If you can afford it, don't go putting yourself in financial jeopardy to buy this console just to be because these $70, it might not sound like a big deal, but when there's nothing out to play, it's a big freaking deal, man. It really is a big deal. $70 is like, ooh, gosh. At where I live, tax $75. What's up? Love your content. It's refreshing to hear a real perspective from a former fanboy. Be honest, Game Pass is a great value. Yes, Russell, Game Pass is an amazing value. I have a lot of the games that are already on Game Pass. I've already bought them. I do download a few every once in a while. That's how I feel about the Game Pass selection. But Game Pass has that. Game Pass does have the possibility of growing stale pretty quick too. Okay, so I do like Game Pass. I do think it's a good value, but man, if they don't update content on that like every month, like good content, you could definitely run out of stuff pretty quick to play. So. But I do love Game Pass. I do think it's a good value. They have been adding stuff. PlayStation needs to get onto something like that. They need to start. They really do. They need to put their first party games right on the PS Plus, and they need to do it now because, seriously, not a lot of people can afford $70, but they could definitely pay a $15 a month subscription to PlayStation. It makes a lot of sense if they put. Especially for a game like Ratchet and Clank, okay, guys? I completed this game in 10 hours, a little over 10 hours. There's no freaking reason why that game should cost $70 and not be in a Game Pass subscription type deal. There's no reason why. There's no. I mean, I cannot honestly like why would I ever go back and play Ratchet and Clank? Honestly, after I beat it, why? Yeah, exactly. How the tables have turned. Used to hear them. You're right too, man. You used to be on YouTube. You'd see everybody on there always like, oh gosh, Xbox is going to do this, and Xbox did nothing. But now Xbox is doing a lot, and PlayStation is like, oh, we're taking the. I don't understand. I don't understand how it flipped, man. This could have been a freaking amazing generation if PlayStation would have kept being, if they would have kept doing, what PlayStation does. I mean, people like that hype. We need that hype, dude. We're gamers. We want to be able to stay hyped like indefinitely. That's just who we are, man. We're always talking about the next best thing, the new graphics, the newest, performance, everything. Like, we care about that stuff, and we want to hear what these developers are working on. But then they come out and they're like, oh yeah, we got another safe game, man. It's going to be out in 6 months. And they're like, 6 months, man. It's a safe game. Like, why the hell we got to wait another 6 months for it? Maybe you guys should just start dropping this stuff. Cause I mean, yeah, like, I don't get that. Like, they hype these games that are like, I'm not even lying, guys. There's so much hype around PlayStation titles that it makes me literally freaking sick when I buy these games and I complete them really fast. And I'm like, that was another safe experience. There was nothing really new to that game. There was nothing better than better visuals. I mean, it was the same cookie cutter freaking thing. And now they want more money for it. Yeah, exactly. They've been making for 5 generations. Oh yeah, 7. They do make the exact, and that's right. That's why I don't understand, Felix, why there's so much freaking hype for the same thing that just looks a little better, and now it's got faster loading times. That's the only thing that PlayStation has brought to the table this generation, aside from better looking visuals. And you know what? Xbox already brought 4K 30 last generation, man. They already brought that on the Xbox One X. I'm still basking in the glory of how wonderful my games now look on my Xbox Series X because I bought them for the One X, man. Like, I'm doing good. Anything I bought on PlayStation 4 Pro, aside from a few titles, like literally a few titles, yeah, dude, Xbox is blowing it out of the water with respecting my my purchase, respecting my investment in their ecosystem is what I like to call it. every game Sony makes is deemed, yeah, exactly. Why do they even call them a game of the yeah, dude, Ratchet and Clank is not a freaking game of the year, bro. It's okay. I mean, it's good. It's definitely fun to play. I really did enjoy my experience with Ratchet and Clank. Although I did rush the game because I wanted to get a review out. And I don't know if what's up, games? I don't know if I'm going to continue to rush my playthroughs on these games because, I mean, let's be real. My reviews are getting, maybe 250 views. My talk bad about PlayStation, they get a pretty decent, they get pretty decent views, but I don't want to skew my content toward that, but I mean, like, when it comes down to it, I mean, like, my Xbox videos do really well. Like, they do really well. Like, it's like anytime I even put out something good about PlayStation, like, nobody watches it, dude. Nobody cares. Like, they've got, like, I don't understand how there's no freaking hype for PlayStation 5. And, like, my Xbox content, dude, is blowing up. Like, it goes, and I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. But when I put out PlayStation content and everybody's just like, oh, well, whatever, got to give the people what they want. Yeah. I mean, I do to a certain extent, but I just want everybody that watches my channel to know that this channel is going to talk about, like, everything, like, all systems. And that's true right now. Juan, there are faster SSDs available. I know, I got one right here. Toby. $200, man, for a 980 Pro. And you see that right there in the corner, it says 7,000 megabytes, bro. I got one of those for my PS5. I'm just waiting patiently to put it in there. Yeah, there's already definitely faster stuff out there, man. They come out and they're like, oh yeah, well, we got this. Well, 5,000 megabytes is going to be pretty cheap pretty soon, 67, 72. Yeah, exactly, man. I've already got something faster that's in the PlayStation 5, man. Yes, Xbox players have a lot to play and a lot more coming out. E3 was, dude, Xbox E3 this year freaking killed it, man. I've watched that show a couple times now, and dude, my most anticipated game aside from Forza Horizon 5 is freaking Flight Simulator, dude. To be able to get in a plane and fly all over this freaking world, dude, in a video game is freaking mind blowing. Like I'm actually probably gonna buy like the flight sticks and everything. As soon as I can find some. I've been looking for them all the time for a while now. I guess Turtle Beach is making a flight thing for it, so I'm probably that Sabverant Gen 4 rocket. Yeah, I heard about that one. I was, this is exactly why I bought the Samsung though. I do not feel like there's any way PlayStation would cut Samsung out of that picture. So, I mean, me buying it early and jumping the gun, that's why I bought it, just for the simple fact that I don't see them cutting Samsung out of there. And Samsung is one of the major producers for NAND flash. So, yeah, dude, I mean, like some of those other cards are using Samsung, NAND flash for their cards. So, I just went right with them, and I got it on sale, guys. Normally they're like $230 or $220. I got it for exactly 200. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yep. Flight sim is beyond next gen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. I feel like, dude, Microsoft told us for years, right? For years that, I mean, when we were seeing Crackdown 3, they were like, oh yeah, man, this technology in the cloud is going to be able to do calculations and then put it in your game and stuff. And you know what, guys? I think they might be onto something with that. If we can beam, I mean, dude, Flight Sim is going to be expensive to run if you don't have unlimited internet. So if you're going to play that game, I highly recommend. Yeah, Psychonauts 2, bro. Yeah, I know. I downloaded the first one, and I'm pretty glad that that's in 4K because I'm actually kind of playing it, guys. Okay, I got a confession to make though. KOTOR. I bought KOTOR the other night during our stream, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. I hate the freaking combat. I don't like that turn-based crap when it comes to like that game. Like I think that's kind of what threw me off in the first place when I first played it. I did not like that combat. I'm gonna keep trying though because I want to play this game and see the story or whatever. But I'm telling you guys, I don't like the freaking combat. I wanted it to be more action adventure. Kojima plus Cloud equal Death Stranding, but in the entire world. Yeah, dude. You know what? I'm so freaking. The Ascent looks sick. Yeah, we're gonna have that next month. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, dude. Xbox killed it this gen or this year. I mean, they didn't have nothing, but they provided enough content to keep me so busy that I didn't even care about getting a PlayStation 5 until the hype got into my mind and was like, buy a PlayStation 5. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to try to get one. I'm going to join in here. I'm going to try to get a unicorn. I got a unicorn. And now I'm like, dude, why did I get a unicorn? Like, there's nothing fun on the unicorn to do. I mean, like every experience, and that's just the way PlayStation is, dude. It's always been a one and done for me. Like the games, I've always bought them, loved them, played them, got right through them. I remember KOTOR's combat being a lot like Mass Effect 1. That's what I was thought at first, but then it's not. It's like a turn-based thing. You hit the button and you wait a second and then it shoots. Like I don't know. It's kind of confusing to get in there, and it kind of feels a little clunky now just because of the age of it or whatever. They really just need to remake that game. They need to remake KOTOR and do something cool with it. That's why I want Switch Pro more than PS5. Yeah, exactly. Switch Pro is going to have Breath of the Wild 2 on there. I mean, like PS5 is going to eventually have some pretty good games. Like I spent a lot of time in what was it? Not Forbidden West. The first one, Horizon Zero Dawn. and I spent a lot of time in Ghost of Tsushima. I spent a lot of time in both of those games. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least, a couple of games like that I'm going to definitely have to have. I suspect Sony can't get their SSD price below $299, and that's why they are quiet about it. Nah, I'm pretty sure dude, I bought a faster SSD for and more SSD space for $200, man. They they're dumb. I mean, it's like Samsung NAND flash soldered right to the board of the PlayStation 5. There's already better out there, Metal. Microsoft 2 trillion all in. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft's all in, standing right behind the Xbox now. Yeah, dude, this generation is going to be amazing, man. I'm curious to see how PlayStation walks across these eggshells to deliver the PlayStation experience this generation. Because with Xbox pumping out content, whether it's freaking amazing content or not, like Dark Alliance came out yesterday. The combat, like it feels weighty and stuff, but man, I don't know what it is about me. I'm just like, ooh, gosh, I don't know about that. Scarlet Nexus seems to be getting good reviews so far. I'll get it on PC instead of my PS4. Yeah, I already bought Scarlet Nexus. I'm just waiting for that to come out, dude. I'm pretty stoked to play that game. Actually, after playing that demo, it was pretty good. I haven't played Ghost yet. Really want to though. Definitely pick that game up, man. Ghost of Tsushima is freaking amazing. It literally is. It's amazing. You can sit. Hey, what's up, Darkest Hero? You can stay in that world for like freaking ever, man. Like it is good. It's fun. I hope Sony does well. Yeah, exactly. I do not want Sony to not do well. That is never my I want them to both do well. You know why? Because I like good things. I like good things. I have both consoles. I want good things on both consoles. It's stupid to not want both of these consoles to succeed. I mean, yeah, dude, I love the fact that PlayStation puts out them one and done games, those highly curated, beautiful story games. I was kind of hoping. I mean, like I do have hope for PlayStation because what's up, D? How's it going, man? Appreciate you coming to the show. Yes, games. Microsoft has a lot of money to put into Xbox, and they're doing it, man. $7.5 billion for Bethesda. And yeah, I feel like they are going to deliver more than we ever imagined they could. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes. Yeah, I played some of it yesterday. Dude, I was so freaking beat down from work yesterday that I was struggling. And I haven't really put out, any major good content, this last couple of days. So I wanted to do something like that today. And then I want to start playing that again tomorrow. I got to in the Pirates of the Caribbean, I went through all the tunnels and I got to that like little area. Dude, it looks so freaking good. I mean, the screen tearing is kind of a little irritating. Are you experiencing that too? Can't see myself paying $90 in Canada for games with no replayability. Done it before and just feel ripped off. Yeah, Anthony. I mean, that's me personally. As long as I get more value out of my games, okay. So if it's a story game and I like the story, as long as I can get more value than taking my family to a movie for like a couple hours and buying all that. So Ratchet and Clank actually fit right into that because we spend about $90 every time we go to the movie theater over here and watch a movie. So and we get 2 hours of enjoyment. So I figure if I at least get like my 10-hour play with Ratchet and Clank, I was okay with it because, I would only got 2 hours in a full belly if I went over there. So that's how I have to look at it now that I'm buying my games digital, man. I have to look at it that way or I will freak out. Probably won't see a Switch Pro till 2020. Yeah, I can definitely see that being a possibility 2022 for the Switch Pro. Nintendo usually likes to launch their stuff early in the year and then let it build up so that they can gauge how much they're going to need for that holiday season. So if we didn't get it now or by now, yeah, my thoughts 2022 for the Switch Pro, the Super Nintendo Switch. That's what I'm calling it. Did they use Johnny Depp for the voice of Jack? You know what, man? I can't really tell. I know that they used a stunt double for the Johnny Depp stunt double for the animation and everything for the game capture, but I do not know if they used Johnny Depp's voice. I watched that whole thing and they never said. Well, not I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched almost all of it, and I got to a point where they never said. Yeah, I don't know if they used his voice. I mean, it kind of sounds like him, but it kind of doesn't. It's not voice. Okay, yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds like him, but it kind of doesn't. You know, he's still got that like slur and talk. You know, he does. You know, that's probably one of my favorite Johnny Depp movies of all time is the Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, I loved him in that, but I guess I kind of liked him in Edward Scissorhands too. I don't know. I'm not really a major Johnny Depp fan, so I did like him in those though. But yeah, guys, I do not understand the hype for PlayStation 5. I do understand the hype for Xbox because they have been building this and building this and building this. That's why I went with the Xbox this year and Game Pass. Best choice. Yeah, it is. That is an amazing choice, man. And if you're struggling like financially, yeah, dude, that's the best value. Jared Butler voices Jack Sparrow for the game. Jared Butler. Oh, really? Interesting. Xbox just need to release those games. Oh, yeah, exactly, dude. If they've just put these stupid games out, man, put them in our hands so I can play them. That's the thing, man. Xbox has been showing us and showing us and showing us. Now it's time to deliver. You know what I mean? It's time to deliver. I'll be completely honest with you guys. If I get Flight Simulator and Forza Horizon 5 in my fat little hands this year, I'm going to be happy with Xbox. I'm going to be completely happy with Xbox. I will be more than satisfied. And if I get Halo, then I'll be over the top, dude. If I get those two games and Halo, yeah, dude, that's like over the top, man. That is I will call that the best first year launch ever made. Seriously, Flight Simulator, a true next gen experience, Halo Infinite, and freaking Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, dude, that's a pretty freaking good year, man. I mean, PlayStation gave us Demon Souls. That's a niche game. Probably sold like 2 or 3 million copies. It would have been smarter to put that on PS4 and PC. Then we had like any of the other stuff, any of the kid games, dude. Like why would people my age buy a lot of that stuff? You know what I mean? Like that's not made for me. That's made for little kids. I bought Ratchet and Clank because I've played Ratchet and Clanks when I was younger, so that was an easy one for me to buy. But gosh dang, man, Bug Snacks, Sackboy, Big Adventure. I'm not a Sackboy. I've bought one of those Little Big Planets, dude, and that's it. I've bought one. Game Pass lets you save up for the yeah, exactly, man. It lets you experience a breadth of content while also giving you that option to conserve your money to buy those big games that you really want to buy. I do recommend from going forward though, if a game is coming to Game Pass, wait till it launches on Game Pass to play it. That will save you. That'll save you money in case there is something that's going wrong with the game. You know, if there's like some if it's a little screwed up and needs to be patched and stuff, I recommend just downloading the Game Pass version. Next DLC for C will be Free Willy. Oh, not really. Yeah. Well, at least the next content drop for Sea of Thieves will be free though. I was only let down by Starfield being so far away. I did think it was coming out. You know, Christian, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've heard me say that I would think that I thought they were going to push that out as far as they could, just to put enough distance between the merger and that game coming out. You know, because I'm not gonna lie, dude. If you're a PlayStation guy and you love Bethesda games, man, that stings. That really does sting, and I do feel for those guys. But get an Xbox. Buy a freaking Xbox, man. Buy Game Pass. If you want to play those games, buy a freaking Xbox and buy Game Pass. If you're a Bethesda fan, there's no reason not to have an Xbox or PC. You can buy them on PC too. So yeah, with Game Pass, one game purchase with the 20% discount. Yeah, dude, that is amazing. Phil said they are confident on holiday 2021 and are just now looking at a good week to release it. Yeah, I definitely I'm hoping that they can freaking put that out in like October or something to be honest with you, because once I get Forza Horizon 5 in my hands, dude, I'm not playing nothing else for a freaking month, man. I will drive every single road on that. I will complete every freaking off-road course. Well, I don't know. I didn't play Forza Horizon 4 for a month straight, but I played it for a good couple of weeks. So I'm hoping that Halo comes out either before or right after. I was on, yeah. So with Game Pass, one game purchase with a 20% discount covers your subscription. So you're getting extra value every month. It's free. Yeah. You know what, games? If you buy two games that are, if you buy two $60 games and you push the little punch card, that right there gives you enough to buy another monthly subscription too, you know? So yeah, dude, that's a major thing with Xbox. When you buy those games and they give you 6,000 points, that's like $6. I literally got 86 points for buying Ratchet and Clank, and you need 1,000 points to get $10. Like, that's freaking ridiculous, man. I get way more value on Xbox buying games than I do PlayStation. So that's a no-brainer. No reason to buy third-party games on PlayStation 5. I keep seeing people complain about their PS5s and sending them back for repair. It's getting kind of spooky. Maybe I should play mine more because I haven't really noticed anything yet, but yeah, I don't know, Darkest Hero, man. Mine's been doing all right, but I've maybe put 50 hours of play into it now since I've had it. I probably should play it a lot more often. I really should. Battlefield is looking to be a juggernaut this year. Yeah, Battlefield's going to be freaking pretty good, dude. I'm really I am. I'm disappointed there's no campaign in it, but you know what, dude? It is what it is. As long as it looks freaking amazing on my Xbox Series X, I'll be happy with it. What's up with PS5 controllers? I'm hearing a lot of bad things. Stick drift, triggers break in after a few months. That's crazy. Well, the screw technology that they use for the PlayStation 5 triggers, if you put a lot of pressure on those, yeah, they're going to turn into junk pretty quick because that plastic is going to wear itself out. And then it'll start getting sloppy and loose anyways. It's like a nylon and a plastic or something, if I remember correctly when I saw that. I hope they put Halo out on the 20th anniversary of Xbox. You know what? That really would be pretty cool. They should probably just do that. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I want it early because that's me. I want it early, but I'll buy a PlayStation 5 when the Slim comes out, not touching that monster size console. Come on, man. It ain't that big. Look, sitting right there. It's almost as big as this box. It's pretty freaking big, dude. That's pretty funny, man. And you were right about Dark Alliance garbage game, played for 5 minutes, total install. Yeah, dude, I could not get into that. I'm gonna kind of have to go with the consensus on it. I do hope that they patch it and make it better, because that would be pretty cool. Because there's a lot there with the game, but yeah, dude, there's just so much stuff coming out. I don't have time to really sit and jump into it. I did tell somebody else that I would give it another try next week when after I finish Scarlet Nexus, but yeah. What's up, Azian? Do you think Sony will wait all the way until August until their next event? Probably. They might do something in July. PlayStation is trying to go that more sporadic, announcement type stuff. So I thought we were supposed to be getting that little thing to show us Silent Hill yesterday or today, but yeah, that didn't materialize. So I don't think we're getting that. Game Pass has the good, bad, and the ugly. I want it all. Yeah. Game Pass. Yeah. I mean, even for a game like I just feel bad for all the PlayStation guys that bought that Dark Alliance, dude. At least we got to play it for 5 minutes and total install. Yeah. I was kind of hoping for like a gauntlet type thing too, but it just, I don't know, man. I played through the tutorial and I was just like, oh man, I don't have time for this right now. I do not have time to play something like this. Mainly because I don't have a lot of friends that are going to want to play that with me. And the only one character that I could find that even looked remotely playable to me was Wolfgar. Like the other three, I didn't care about the way any of them looked, man. I don't know. I wanted to like that game. I really did. Sorry, dude. Pre-order while we pre-install. Distinctive one. Greetings to everyone. Question: is Xbox going to come out with their own version of that Dual Sense controller? Kudos on the great interaction with the chat. You know, Distinctive, Phil Spencer did ask us if we wanted something like that, and I think the consensus was, yeah, it would be cool, but those stupid triggers, man, dude, those triggers are so freaking dumb on the freaking PlayStation 5 on some, like, I've yet to find, because I was mainly hyped for them for the racing, and that never panned out. It does not work the way I thought it was going to work. People used to say Xbox needs a roadmap. Sony needs one more than Xbox, in my opinion. They are way too silent to us as consumers, besides telling us how much yeah, exactly. They keep telling us how they sold all these consoles and stuff, and it's like, all right, well, where's the good games, man? Where's the games that I'm going to play 3 years later, like Sea of Thieves, you know, they put it out, that game was bare bones, whatever. 3 years later, I want to play that freaking game, man. Yeah, dude, there's nothing on PlayStation 4 that I want to play 3 years later. That bad, as bad as I want to re-experience that, because there's nothing new coming out in those PlayStation games. If there was new content, yeah, it would be a different story. Is there any way to get Returnal cheaper than $70 for no, man? You're gonna have to, maybe there might be like some of those like GameStop or Best Buy might have a digital code or something like that. You can always check, you know, some of that, like Amazon, stuff like that. Every now and then I do see digital codes that are cheaper. Sony gets silent when they feel they're on top. LOL. Yeah, they should not be doing that either, because that's kind of dumb for them right now. What are your thoughts on the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller? I love both of mine. This controller is freaking amazing. The first one I bought had stick drift after 4 months. This is the replacement one. I haven't had any problems with that since. Every now and then the power button, I have to push it a couple times, but yeah, all my buttons work, everything. So yeah, I definitely recommend the Series Elite 2 controller. Once you play that, dude, you'll like the PlayStation 5 controller feels cheap compared to it. Yeah, I knew you meant Returnal. I would check. Yeah, all the PS5s are in scalpers' warehouses. Yeah, you could probably find Returnal on. You know, Azen, I would kind of expect that to be coming to PS Plus within the next 6 months. Honestly, to be completely honest with you, I know that they said, "Oh yeah, it's like Game of the Year material," but yeah, sorry, man. I mean, well, I'm going to be fair. They did fix this game. It does feel more balanced now. So maybe it will, maybe it won't. You think the Gran Turismo developers shit themselves after Forza Horizon 5? Yeah, maybe a little bit. That is, yeah. I don't know, man. Polyphony, they're pretty good at what they do when they make Gran Turismo games, but I'm going to tell you, man, I bought Forza 7 on the Xbox One S because I still had the One S. I bought Gran Turismo Sport on the PlayStation 4 Pro when it launched. These games both launched around the same time. When I started playing Gran Turismo Sport, I was like, whoa. But now when I look at Gran Turismo Sport on my PS5, dude, it looks washed out. It doesn't look as good. When I put Forza 7 in my Xbox Series X, holy freaking crap, dude. That game is beautiful. I don't know how they're not shitting the bed for that one. Azen, check Kingyun. Yeah, CD Keys. That's the one I was thinking about too. I've never bought anything from them, so I don't know. I'd rather emulate PS1 games than play any PS4 games. Yeah. Returnal was on sale for Prime Day. It's probably over now. Yeah. It's the best controller I've ever had. Yes. It is the best. The Elite Series 2 is the best controller I've ever had, but the DualSense is definitely the best PlayStation 5, the best PlayStation controller I have ever had. Returnal is a $50 game at best. Yep, that's exactly where I priced it. It's $50. I'm thinking about getting into PC gaming. Is a Ryzen. I'm in the same boat you are, Azen, about the PC stuff, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm leading towards a Ryzen CPU and a NVIDIA GPU. PD. I'm actually shooting for 3080 when it comes to the or 3080. Yeah, a 3080. I'm not buying any of the TIs or supers or any of that. I think a 3080 should be good enough for what I need. PD takes too long to put out game. Yeah, Polyphony, dude. I can't believe how freaking long they're taking to put this game out. Physical or digital, or you mean Ryzen 7 5800X? Yes, and a 3070. Oh yeah, bruh, that more than enough horsepower. Yeah, I mean, any of that stuff's probably going to be better. Any of that stuff's going to be better than what we got on our systems right now. Would getting that Elite 2 be best ordered directly from Microsoft or Best Buy, in your honest opinion? I've been seriously thinking about that controller. So I am okay with ordering it through either one of those. I bought mine at Best Buy 4 months after the stick drift went out. Microsoft has made it so if you have stick drift, you get a 1-year warranty with those Elite Series 2 controllers now. If they're going to drift, they're going to drift within 3 to 4 months. So you're good buying it either way. Just make sure you register it once you get it. Get on your Xbox account and register that controller so that they know when you're. They'll tell you how much warranty you have. I bought mine directly from Microsoft. 3070 is okay. Yeah. The 40-hour battery. Oh, yeah, dude. The 40-hour battery is freaking unbelievable, dude. I mean, sometimes I'll forget to put it on the charger. And it comes with a little charger right there in the case. So, like, yeah, dude, it is an amazing value. The 40-hour battery, yeah. Yeah, I got a 3070 because that's all I could find, and it maxes everything out. Yeah, basically anything that's already come out or anything that's coming out, it should do pretty good. Unless it's Flight Simulator, of course, then you're looking at potatoes, right? No, I'm just joking. Stadia, you know what, man? Honestly, I would do Stadia. I would try Stadia, but just the thought of buying digital games from Google doesn't really sit right with me. That's probably my biggest problem with Stadia. I don't think the technology is bad by any means, but the fact that Google, has already stopped development with their own studios for Stadia, that doesn't inspire confidence for me. So I do not know if I would go out of my way to buy games on Stadia when I already have, a dedicated hardware for those games, that I already have my Series X and S. I do play my xCloud every now and then, but not enough to where I would want to buy a digital game from somewhere else. 3070 is great. I got it too. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I can find a 3070, I would. Yeah, it's 40 hours, dude. That battery lasts a long time. It's pretty huge, man. And that's heavy gaming too. That's pretty heavy gaming. It lasts about 40 hours. Thanks to you and Russell Bellingham. My main concern was warranties for it, not to mention that I have a Best Buy around the corner for me. Yeah, dude, Best Buy, you get for stick drift only, though, distinctive. If you get stick drift, they will replace that controller for up to a year. Everything else is the standard 4-month warranty or whatever they have on it, 90 days or 4 months or whatever. But yeah, you should be good, man. Try the free tier. I wouldn't buy games on Stadia. Yeah, no problem. Distinctive. Yeah, dude, that controller, dude, I love that. I actually probably should do like a 1 year, because I've had it now for, yeah, it's been over a year, man. I've well over a year now. Okay, no, it's 1 year. Is it 1 year for the whole controller? because I don't have any more. Oh well, I've had both of mine now for well over a year, but I have Verizon wireless, so I got Assurant home insurance through that. I pay like $20 a month, and they cover all that. Most I'd ever have to pay is like a $50 deductible. So if I had to pay $50 for another controller, that would not bug me. And they'll cover up to like $4,000 a month or $4,000 a year. So like if your TV goes out or something like that, anybody that's got like a CX or any of that stuff, I highly recommend getting that Assurion insurance. I believe Sony be acting like divas, always going last to talk and making people wait months. Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't know what the hell is going on with Sony. They come out and they give you this little. Well, that's what they think their fans want. You know, they're like, oh yeah, man, just give us something, man, anything to chew on. Yeah, we'll ride that out for months if you need us to. I use a Power A Fusion similar to Elite 2 for my PC, and it has a year warranty and lots of extras and sticks. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, just the ability to tighten up these joysticks, man, so amazing. So amazing, especially on like shooters and racing games, man. Oh my freaking gosh. I love it, dude. It feels so good. I have the Elite Series 2 controller, and honestly, I prefer my Series X Blue controller instead. Fits perfect in my hands. They should be the same size, actually. I thought the new controllers were modeled after the Elite Series 2. That's just weird, man. You're weird, one. How could you like a cheap plastic controller over an amazing $200 heavy controller that feels premium? No, I'm just joking. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm just joking, Juan. Don't take that serious. Now I'm interested in the Elite 2. Yeah, the Elite 2 I like it, man. I like it. Racing games, racing games, I use a steering wheel and pedal set. Yeah, that's what I use too. I do, but there's like some games still feel. So I have motorcycle games, and I can't use my steering wheel setup for that. So the Elite Series 2, oh my gosh, it just feels so good. I tried to race. I bought the same games on PlayStation 5, and it just sucks, man. That stupid trigger stuff is garbage when it comes to that. I get way better way better I get way better precision on the Xbox controller than I do on that PS5 one. Did you see the recent stream? Will Phil Spencer dropped grams? He dropped grams, like drugs for PS5 games. The Elite. Oh, for FPS game, the Elite is badass. The trigger stops. Oh yeah, dude. The 3 different trigger stops is so nice. They made slight improvements, which included a minor size reduction to be able to fit the hands more, and and they fixed the because I had the old Elite, and every time you'd set it down, it would click the buttons on the bottom. They fixed that. They're smaller now, and they feel more tactile. They're a lot better. Dropped frames in the name of the stream. Oh, drugs. Did you see Sony guys clowning Scarlet Nexus Series X review for being lower than PS5s? It's literally the same game. Dude, they got to jump onto everything they can find right now, man. Xbox is killing it, so they're like, oh yeah, well, the Xbox version got an 8.1, and the PlayStation version got an 8.3. It's like, duh, man, you guys are dumb. My phone is autocorrect. Oh, I get it. I see. Did you see that Ghost of Tsushima PS5 only logo is gone? Really? They had a PS5 only logo? I saw that interview. I haven't seen that that interview. Phil Spencer was dropping drugs? I mean, if he's in Washington, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, all PS games are going to PC. Basically, Phil spent. Oh yeah, where he was dropped. Okay, where he was talking about that. In the spawn, yes, with Steam. What's up? Dinner's almost done. What's for dinner? Chicken and rices. All right. Yeah. Cool. Well, I will eat some of that in a minute. It was only on PlayStation that was removed. Okay. I hope guys that dropped frames. I just can't type LOL stream. What's the guys at drop frames? Oh no, I didn't see that. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima might be going to PlayStation 5, well, PC. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely probably all them games are going to come to PC, guys. All of them. Now that they've tasted the blood in the water, dude, they're going to do it regardless of what the little PlayStation fanboys want. It's going to happen. Do you think Sony having too many fanboys shilling for them is dangerous because it's showing Sony can, you know, when Xbox first launched, the first two Xbox generations were pretty amazing, Xbox and 360. And then, no, I don't think it's dangerous. I just think that it's disingenuous, to tell you the truth. On both of them, like I used to be one of those Sony fanboys, guys. But I've started to see that, like, everything that they were telling me, oh yeah, these are great games, and I'm like, okay, well, how come I don't play them more than once, man? Like, yeah, they're good value. I mean, they're good, they're fun to play, but yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why people are hyping that up. I saw this one the other day where they're freaking out on freaking Digital Foundry about how they were talking about the colors or something, about the on the PlayStation 5, or the darkness or something, and he's calling Digital Foundry a liar. And I'm like, dude, a lot of my PlayStation 5 games have that black crush. Like, I see what they're talking about in that video. Like, it doesn't make them a liar. I've seen that personally. WRC9, if I'm driving in that and it's like dark outside, dude, the whole interior of my car is just black. I can't see nothing. It's black crushed, and like it's something wrong with the system. Yeah, it was only on PlayStation that was removed. Okay, yeah. Ghost of Tsushima, yeah. The box art of Ghost of Tsushima have to on the PlayStation updated it, and okay. I had a Japanese McCormick kit. It's the bomb. Oh, Sony is gonna have to bring some games to PC to keep the shareholders happy. Yep, they are. Looks like Ghost of Tsushima maybe next. That'll be cool. Now the next one is coming is Uncharted, and then we'll get our beloved Ghost of Tsushima on the PC. Game Punisher, how's it going, man? Good to see you too. So how's your Fanboys Anonymous show? You know what, man? This week didn't do too well. Nobody showed up. There was like 9 people, man. So I don't know. We'll have to keep trying. I'll try it again next week. If it gets lower than that last week, yeah, we'll just stop doing Fanboys Anonymous. And that at that point, I'll just figure nobody wants to help, dude. Everybody's too good for help. So, like, Spider-Man is gorgeous, 5 hours long. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank, 10 hours long. I got about 10 hours out of it. $70 for 5 hours seems a little steep. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would love Sony guys allow Sony to brainwash them. Look at the crossplay situation. 1 minute they don't like crossplay, the next it's loved. It's insane. Oh yeah, dude. Right now they hate Game Pass, but if Sony starts doing Game Pass, then they're gonna love Game Pass. He wants to rent their games, man. A lot of people that are broke, dude. A lot of people, a lot of people buy games for $60, beat them, and trade them in for $30. Like, a lot of people want Game Pass. Trust me, Game Pass is good. You got a good amount of people here tonight. Yeah, you should have definitely called this the Fanboys Anonymous. No, I'm just joking. Well, yeah, I guess we could. This can kind of be like a, yeah. And don't buy the whole SSD power. Yeah, dude. I mean, I would buy the SSD power thing if it was something that I could choose to do when I wanted to do it. But seeing as that was a scripted segment, all through that, there is, when you hit the crystal and then it kind of changes. But yeah, dude, that whole thing was scripted. So I'm pretty sure they could find a way to make that doable on PlayStation 4. I would love if Sony would keep making handheld, or yeah, exactly. Well, Xbox already does have a handheld. They put out that Surface Fold or whatever, and now you can use that as a handheld for xCloud, man. So if you want to use that, it's only like $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever. I mean, it should be pretty easy to get with a payment plan at like Verizon or something. I'm just joking. Don't buy that thing to play games on there. There's a lot of other cell phones that you could buy that are better. One game. Oh, let's see. I would love. Oh yeah. When Game Pass swallows the market, the same fanboys will still have the same narrative. Yeah, probably they'll still be buying those one and done games, man. It baffles me that the player base doesn't complain about the crossplay or demand Sony to bring PS3. Yeah, dude. The PlayStation 3 thing is going to be extremely hard for PlayStation to emulate just because of the cell chip that was way ahead of its time in the PlayStation 5. Like the US Army bought PlayStation 5s to make supercomputers, man. There was a couple places that did that to use the processing power of those chips, doctors' offices. That PlayStation 5 was designed for more than what it did. It baffles me that the player base doesn't. I've said it before that SSD is the Genesis blast processing of this generation. Yeah, exactly, huh? I would have loved to make it to the show. I was busy, sadly. Oh, I try to make it such possible. Content is awesome, and you engage with everyone. I tried to, man. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to do that if there was like 500 people on here. I mean, like I would definitely try, but Jeffrey Banks, it's not doable on PS4. Yeah, it might be possible. They would have, I mean, that whole thing would have to be a complete cutscene because you do have movement. You do have control of Ratchet while you're flying through it. But if they turned that into a full motion, like a cutscene, they could do that. They could definitely do that while loading up the next part to the game. All the Sony fanboys probably have a Series S secretly. Hey, you know what? Saltiest Cracker, he got himself a Xbox Series X though. So yeah, he's definitely wanting to take advantage of that Game Pass. That's what I say. All of them have an Xbox, man. Every single one of them have an Xbox. They have to. If they're going to make content about their little PlayStations being better, they have to have something to. I mean, they can't just watch my Xbox videos and make a PlayStation video about how much better their PlayStation is. They have to have both. There's no way to compare them, man. There really isn't. And then after they see which one's better, they're gonna go into the 5 stages of grief. I've been playing Gears 5 since it dropped on Game Pass, so hundreds of yeah, exactly, dude. That one hell of a game, man. You keep playing it and playing it. That's the thing with the Xbox game, man. They put out a freaking amazing story content, and then they put in multiplayer that a lot of my friends still play. So yeah, it's a good value. The SSD, the SSD definitely loads and wiped in seconds. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely ways they can do that to make Ratchet and Clank work. It's just going to have load screens for every time, hidden load screens that will. They can do it. If they can load Ghost of Tsushima in 16 seconds on the PlayStation 4 Pro, they can find a way to make that work. Ghost of Tsushima loads really fast on PlayStation 4 Pro. Darnell Williams, welcome to the show. You too, Jeffrey Banks. Welcome to the show, guys. I haven't noticed your guys' names before, so if you haven't hit the like and subscribe, man, I'd really appreciate it if you guys watch the content. If you could only get one system, which would it be? I just got both systems, and I'm not sure if I want to keep both. Darnell, right now, if I were you, I would just hang on to both of them. I would just hang on to both of them because PlayStation is going to produce some good games. Xbox right now, I still believe is the better value because of Game Pass. So that way you already have your Xbox. So just keep an Xbox subscription, to Game Pass, and then you'll be able to buy the PlayStation 5 games, and it won't be as big of a financial burden. But I do believe that if you already have both, just keep both of them. Don't do anything that. Just hang on to both of those. You're good with both of them. I honestly cannot fathom why anyone would diss Game Pass. I literally have tried so many games I wouldn't have given the time of day otherwise. Yeah, exactly. There's over 317 games on Game Pass right now. Oh, I went way far. Oh, look, my wife told me dinner. Uh, is it easy to set up a controller on PC? I don't know. I have yet to play on a PC, so I do not know. It would ruin the flow. Yeah, it definitely would probably do something to the flow of the game, Jeffrey. You are not incorrect. It would definitely slow things down, but I think it could work now and plus offer just as good. PS Now and Plus offer just as good content. I had PlayStation Plus for over a year, Jeffrey. Or not PlayStation Plus, but PS Now for over a year, and I never used it. I used it like 2 times to try a couple games, and the latency of the PlayStation 3 games just didn't do it for me. And I have gigabit internet, so yeah, it was not that good of an experience. And I'm not saying that it cannot get better, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely not where Xbox Game Pass is. I just wish I had more time to play everything on Game Pass. Yeah. You can emulate PS1, PS2, and PS3 games on Xbox Series. Yeah. I don't know if you can do PlayStation 3 games. I know you can do the retro thing for other stuff though. I just didn't know if it'd work on PlayStation 3 games because of the complexity of the cell chip. I just bought a second PS5 yesterday. It's for my sis and bro-in-law, but I'm totally gonna take some pics for when I talk honest shit about my PS5. Oh yeah. Keep both consoles. Yep. When are you able to get super chats? As soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers. It's gonna be a long time, man. I'm only at like 300 and something. I've been doing this for 2 months now, so I mean, I feel like I'm growing pretty good. I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful at how the channel's growing. Keep going back to Xbox games like Forza and Halo. I beat The Last of Us 2 and platinum it, and don't have any reason to play it again. Sony guys don't understand these Xbox games have. Yeah, exactly, man. As soon as you figure it, oh, no problem, Darnell. I appreciate you coming to the show, man. Yeah, as soon as they find out about the longevity, it's just PlayStation games look freaking amazing. Okay, they look freaking amazing. Like they're some of the best looking games on the market when it comes to consoles. That freaking beauty or whatever, most people get in their head confused as high quality when Xbox game gives you more play time. I mean, if you want to watch a movie, go watch a freaking movie. I do like to interact with my movie games, so yeah, dude, that's about what a PlayStation game is for the most part. Controller is Xbox. If the controller is Xbox or has Bluetooth, okay. Plus, you can bring one in via USB. Yeah, I know there's the USB thing. Thanks, Darnell. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you subscribing. Metal Marcus, what's your audio set like? Do you use headphones, surround sound, etc.? Xbox push for Dolby Atmos. I do have the those new Xbox that headset that they put out. I jumped on the bandwagon and bought them when they come out. I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll get those. I ordered them right from Xbox. Everything I bought for my Xbox, I bought off the Xbox site this time with no problem. Yeah, I'm not like really major into sound that much, guys. I do like good sound, but I'm not like not really a home theater enthusiast kind of guy. Crazy part is Sony laughs at Game Pass, but we have to wait 6 years for one game, and they don't have full backwards compatibility. Just look at the PS3, all those games. Yeah, that really does suck, man. Thanks. Hold on, guys. I gotta go get my dinner. My wife is freaking out. Or I'll just have her see if she'll bring it to me. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I picked up the Xbox headset and it sounds great. The fact that you can be on the oh yeah, dude, I love that. I'll be sitting there having a node war and talking to my wife at the same time, dude. So freaking good. I do love that technology. Clearly you can get that technology on other ones, but they're like $250. So $100, and they sound pretty good with the with buying that Dolby Atmos, man. It's pretty good. I recommend the Astro A50. It's wired, but it has excellent mic and sound qualities for $60. Oh yeah. See, I was looking at those Astros when they had that Switch controller thing for the PlayStation 4, because I was really wanting, after I got my Elite controller, I was like, whoa, all gung ho about getting like updated controllers, and now I want one for the PlayStation 5, but it's going to be a while before like Scuff puts one out or something else. The Elite series controllers is the first time I had ever bought like an upgraded controller. I ordered the Xbox headset also. You can link it to 2 devices, including your phone. So I was sold. Yep, I love that, dude. For $100, it's so amazing. You're welcome to have great content. You're welcome. You have great content, and I love the live chat reaction. I appreciate it, Russell, man. That's pretty cool. Oh, thank you. Ooh, chicken. Oh, and noodles.
Yeah, I didn't have enough rice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do rice next time. Oh, man. So, guys, do you guys think that the PlayStation is overhyped or not, man?
Oh, yeah, and my mom is here.
Oh, Mama's here. Hi, Mommy. I don't know. I mean, I guess to some extent, both of these consoles can be considered, kind of overhyped. No, I'm not going to say that. You know what, man? Because if we were PC gamers and a new graphics card came out and we wanted the better stuff, we would go buy a graphics card, right? Essentially with PlayStation 5, well, mostly with Xbox, okay? With Xbox, with the way they made it so that they can upgrade their games seamlessly with smart delivery and stuff like that, that's amazing. That's like basically upgrading your graphics card and stuff like that to use it. PlayStation 5 does it pretty good to an extent. So either way, I see buying both of these consoles as essential. Hey, thanks, RJJ. I got Logitech G50 Pro headset for Christmas, but I needed to cut the cord. But the headset is good also. So does it not hurt? Does it still work, Russell? Gaming, yes, it's way overhyped because they have nothing on. Yeah, they are definitely. They're definitely playing fast and loose, man. That's for sure. Because gamers want content, and in the way. A corncob pipe on stream. Oh, that would look cultured as hell. I'm not going for cultured, man. I'm just going for the vape. I was trying to grow out a mullet, and I was gonna do like the mullet and then the man bun or whatever, but I was smoking cigarettes, man, for like 25 years, and that shit was killing me, dude. Ever since I started vaping, I feel a lot better. Oh yeah, dude. PS5 is a solid upgrade, even for the PS4 Pro. To tell you the truth, I would have bought the PlayStation 5 because now at least I can get somewhat 4K graphics on everything as opposed to just PlayStation first party games. Yes, the headphones work perfectly, but I love my Xbox ones. Yeah, dude, these Xbox ones are pretty good. I've accidentally pulled the cord out a couple of times. Yeah, I don't really like corded headphones, so the fact that I can use these that I can use these without a cord is perfect for me. Yeah. You know, I was born in the 80s and I never had a mullet, so I had to do one. So I let it grow out to about 4 or 5 inches and then I cut it off. I was like, yep, I'm good. I thought mullets were cool now, though. Like that shorter mullet. Okay, I mean, the thing that pisses me off the most is when Lion Ryan keeps saying games will be able to come out a lot faster with PS5 hardware, but look, now we still don't know about Forbidden West. Yeah, dude, you know, good old Jim Ryan, he did tell us that they was going to be pumping them out pretty quickly, you know. Dude, I really try not to take those freaking suits seriously, man, especially when they're like Jim Ryan, man. Phil Spencer, like, I like that guy. I like the way Phil Spencer does things because he is doing he's doing a lot for Xbox to really revive the brand and really revive, you know, the experience for gamers as a whole. Like I do genuinely like Phil Spencer, and I feel like he's more genuine than somebody like Jim Ryan, dude. Jim Ryan he seems like a shark to me, man. Mullets, the guy the voice was doing okay, that guy on The Voice was doing well and he had a mullet. Yeah, exactly. Mullets are back, guys. Mullets are only cool if you can find a hip pack and a hyper cool parachute pants to wear. Yeah. Forbidden West was my only hype first party game. So I've been pretty annoyed about that. Yeah, you know, guys, I'm not even going to lie. I was hyped about Gran Turismo, I was hyped about Forbidden West, and I was hyped about God of War. Everything else was like, okay, I'll buy it because I have a PS5. Those are the only 3 games that I was pretty hyped about. So, yeah. And Phil Spencer is definitely a gamer. He actually plays games. Jim Ryan doesn't even know how to hold the controller. Most Sony fans were indeed Xbox 360 fans. Xbox just relighting the flame. Yeah. Dude, Xbox, man, I wish I would have got more into Xbox earlier. I respect Phil for his honesty. Jim Ryan will lie as much as he can to get a bit. Yeah. Dude, I don't know if I really like PS5 concerns me that this is Sony's misstep. I don't think that this is a misstep for Sony by any means. RJ, I do not think the PS5 is a misstep. I think that the PR surrounding the PS5 is more of a misstep than the actual content that will be coming to the PlayStation 5 over this generation. I do think that they should have kept the price at $399. They're smart that they put the digital one out at $399. But seeing as they only make one digital for every 100 disc drives, that's going to be pretty hard to get for a lot of people. That's kind of a unicorn. So it basically forces people to buy the disc version. That was one of my biggest things. I wanted the digital version, but I ended up going with the disc in the long run. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think PlayStation's going to fail like the Walkman did. But if PlayStation does not take advantage of Azure, they did sign something with Azure to bring AI based content to their games. Xbox is going to blow it away with that. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to pass judgment until after I've played. Until after I have played the gosh dang it, Flight Simulator. Before I pass judgment on the cloud. I guess each company is being run as necessary. Phil Spencer is charged with growing Xbox, even at a cost, while Jim Ryan has to keep PS5 profitable because, yeah, exactly. Sony relies on PlayStation. Yeah, it doesn't help they have Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan is exactly the shark they need to put those damn games on PC, though. That's probably where that's going. Why PS users only talk about exclusive LOL if it's your source for gaming, then why? You know what? Honestly, man, if that's their source for gaming, I don't understand why they have all that time to go talking about gaming too. Don Matrick is proof that even the strong Dynasty 360 can be torn down by stupid corporate decisions. And I think Jim Ryan is gradually tearing down the empire at Goodwill. Yep. So, Game Punisher, honestly, everything that Don Matrick tried to sell us, we're enjoying right now. And we're happy about it. We love it. We love Game Pass. We love our digital, everything. Everything Don Matrick was trying to sell us was the future of Xbox that now we have, because the PR change, it's better. Like everybody loves it now. So the PlayStation, what PlayStation's trying to sell is, it's just their PR is kind of stupid right now. They came out trying to market themselves as a Ferrari, and gamers don't care about Ferraris. We just want games. And we hate waiting. We're impatient, especially when there's a pandemic. I think they came out with this console's too fast. It's been 7 months and still no storage space. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty pissed about that storage space. But what's up with MechAssault not being backward compatible? Is MechAssault only on? You mean the old ones? Yeah, I don't know. You would think they would. You think those would be able to? The ones from like Xbox, right? Xbox and the Xbox 360. Yeah, I haven't tried to play those. That was back when I was buying discs, though, man. Like I used to buy all those games on disc. So, I mean, maybe I should look into some of those old games that I used to play and see if I can get them. That new Mech Assault, those freaking mechs look like the little toys that you get out of them little robot machines. Like the little bubble machine things. I agree with Don Matrick was trying to do being realized now. Yeah, I don't think Don Matrick. It was all about the. It was all about the. Trying to. He was trying to sell us something that we as gamers didn't believe in because we'd always bought our hard copy games. We weren't ready to give that up yet, but now, dude, I'm well into my my digital library and I love it. I'm so glad I started buying digital, man. I just cannot. Phil Spencer's Game Pass is what is exactly the one big difference is they're always online. DRM was worse before. Yeah, that's definitely true. That online thing though, but the freaking the what's it called? The convenience that would have brought us would have been amazing, guys. It would have been amazing. Now that I look back, yeah, I have both the systems, but spend more time on Game Pass playing old and more recent games. Yeah, exactly, dude. My PS5 collects a lot of dust prints. Mech Assault and Crimson Skies, yes, those were good games back on Xbox. No FPS news in a while. That's true. They blew their load with the 70 games. No, I think they got more coming soon. I got disc. Will not work. Luckily, I still have OG Xbox. Yeah, I still have my OG Xbox. I just don't have the power brick to it anymore. It got lost in the move or something. $70 for some games was That $70 stuff is so dumb. Oh, forgot about Steel Battalion. Yeah, could be and there's licensing things that could definitely be Because didn't From Software make those Mech Assault games? Was that From Software? Or, yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm so glad I don't have 500 freaking game cases sitting on my shelf, dude. That would, yeah. Sean Lane, yeah, definitely. Sean Layden needs to come back, dude. I miss that guy, man. He was a gamer too, man. I liked him and Yoshi. But I think the shareholders wanted to start taking PlayStation games and putting them on PC. And Sean Layden was like, "No, man. No, that's not going to happen on my watch." Cuz he believed in PlayStation. Oh, yeah, that's right. They made Armor Core. Thanks, MB. So the people that make World of War tanks have the rights to Mech Assault. Do they? Really? Did they made the new Mech Assault? Or is that or they have the old rights to it? Yeah, it was From Software published by Capcom. Yeah. If I remember Armor Core. Yeah, Armor Core. That was weird, man. We used to have so many games. And they used to come out way faster, I believe. It's just amazing that I could play. Yeah, I'm playing the first one right now, too. That first Psychonauts. It's actually kind of cool, man. I can't wait to see how good the new one looks, man. Now that they've had all this extra time. Because Double Fine said they were pretty close to putting it out, but now that they have the backing by Xbox, they're able to put boss fights and all kinds of other stuff into it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this Psychonauts too. They have the Mech Assault games, right? Right. It's the new game is Mech Warriors. It is, huh? Why do I keep calling it Mech Assault? Yeah. I probably just need to learn how to read again. But oh wow, man. She gave me too much food. Oh, I like it when she does the chicken. Thanks for letting me eat, guys. You guys are amazing. Mama works late, so it's already 8 o'clock, man. 8:30. Wow. Oh. So did you guys all watch the new video I put out tonight about, I have to decide, well, I don't have to decide. I mean, I don't know if I want to keep if I want to just stick to putting out content that a lot of people watch because it's helping me grow faster. Because I do want to grow, and I want to grow pretty fast, but just because I want more people to experience my content, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still kind of iffy if the payout for like YouTube or whatever that they do is even worth it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I have a perfectly good career, man, that pays me pretty good money. I'm kind of bummed out. The Outer Wilds, not Outer Worlds, is about to leave Game Pass. I've been holding out playing it because I was wanting to wait for FPS boost. Outer Wilds, isn't that one pretty cheap though, man? I think that was. I don't think that was a super expensive game. Might as well just pick it up. I've seen it for. I remember when Outer Wilds was coming out. They they Xbox was like, oh yeah, you can download it to your Xbox, like they've been doing now, like telling you can download games or whatever. So I'm like, all right, that's mine. Like I didn't buy it. Xbox gave me a free game and I downloaded it or whatever. Kind of bummed out. I just started playing Psychonauts recently, and I'm stuck in the instructor mind in training, where you swing up the wall and then jump to the left. I can't figure out a path from there. Yeah, I'm not even to that point yet. I just started playing it. I got to that first instructor, and I was just talking to him about getting into his mind. Have you ever watched Double Barrel Gaming with Mr. Boomstick XL? I have not watched Mr. Boomstick. If Sony doesn't release Forbidden West this holiday, I think they would be in a bad spot because Nintendo and Xbox. If Sony doesn't do something this holiday, yeah, dude. I mean, I would say that unless something major happens, like Guerrilla Studio burning down or something, I think it would take like an act of that magnitude to make it so Forbidden West does not launch this holiday. I think we're okay. I think I have faith that we're going to get that game this year. I do. I believe that we are going to get it this year. Outer Wilds is relatively affordable. I'm waiting to see how it runs on Switch before I buy it. I own it on PC, but I want to be able to pick it up and play. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might just buy it. You get a discount if you buy a game digitally while it's in the game. Yeah, you definitely do. What I played from Outer Wilds, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was all right. I mean, it wasn't one of those games that I was like, oh man, I gotta play, but I did play around with that for a little while. I believe if you stick to your guns with your content and be true to yourself, your channel will grow. Yeah, I mean, that's basic because I don't want to be fake. I really don't. I don't want to be fake at all. I don't want to be here in like a couple of months or a couple of years being like doing like stupid content that doesn't even matter to me. Like a lot of if you guys watch my channel, you'll notice that I'm not every time there's like a story breaking or something on everything. I really try not to jump into all of that, man. I just want to be I want to talk about real stuff, games and stuff, not video game drama hype, whatever. I mean, like I do kind of feel like I made this tonight because I am kind of like not feeling hyped about PlayStation 5 a lot, a lot. And I wanted to, and not only is this helping me, but it's helping you guys because I want to understand why people are hyped for PlayStation 5 and why they're not hyped for PlayStation 5. He's amazing at helping up encounters Mr. Boomstick. Okay. Yeah. Comers and the gaming content creators who usually invites them to show up and help promote their channels. I do follow Mr. Boomstick on Twitter, and he follows me, I believe. Haven't really like gone out of my way to like really try to get the for the most part I'm trying to stay neutral, like when it comes to like PlayStation, Xbox, everything like that. And I feel like Mr. Boomstick is mostly Xbox centric. But you know what, guys? Honestly, most of the Xbox guys have been like pretty good. Like the PlayStation fanboy guys, like Saltiest and stuff like that. Like I don't watch them guys. Like I think PlayStation fanboys on YouTube are the most cringe people in the world, dude. Like I used to watch when I first started buying, when I bought my Xbox One S, I was still like really into my little PlayStation fanboy just like mindset or whatever. Like Xbox could never be good enough, but I wanted to play Forza Blizzard Mountain, Forza Horizon 3 Blizzard Mountain. And so I was watching, Mads TV or Mads Gaming and Colt Eastwood. The funny thing is, man, is like Crap Gamer. Like honestly, if it wasn't for me watching a few of his like shows, like his content, I probably still would have had that like ignorant freaking PlayStation fanboy attitude a lot longer. Let's see what that says. Okay, yeah. You might buy it. Believe me, stick to your guns. Okay, here's amazing. You don't want games to just become work. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm kind of feeling like that a little bit, MB. I do kind of feel like I feel like I had to rush through Ratchet and Clank because it was such a big title and such an important title for PlayStation that I had to get that. I thoroughly enjoyed Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I did. I don't have nothing bad to say about that game. It is great. Like it does deserve the the hype. Well, it does deserve a lot of the hype that it's getting. But you know, I uh I do feel like I had to rush through that game, and it felt more work than enjoyment for the most part. So that's why I might be like cutting back a little bit. Like not, I'm not going to force myself to get content for these games out the day they launch. Well, I mean, I will do my first impressions every on the day of the launch for the game. I'll do those, but my review, I'm not going to try to push it within the next couple of days after that. I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna review it. The best I can, because a lot of people out there, a week later are like, oh yeah, I want to buy that game, but I do. My reviews are doing pretty decent, but not anything major. Biomutant was pretty big for this channel, actually. I can't imagine Horizon Forbidden West having a multiplayer. The reason I bring that up is because other people beat the game. They'll move on after a month. Halo Infinite will have both. Yeah, I don't think Halo Forbidden West is going to have a multiplayer either. That's why I'm hoping that the story is pretty expanded this time. I liked the last game. I really did. It was like a sleeper IP for me when I bought that. I was like, whoa, I was actually blown away. It looked good, and the game was pretty decent size for a PlayStation. I don't really think PlayStation did a lot of open world games before that. Mostly everything they did was like a linear experience, and that was, I think that might have been one of the first ones they did, to tell you the truth. And I liked it. And then I like Ghost of Tsushima. That was another good one. Oh wait, no, the Infamous games, they were usually kind of semi open world, weren't they? No, they've got open world games. I'm just drawing a blank, man, when it comes to PlayStation. Sometimes those games they are pretty one and done, and then you're over them. But yeah, I see what you're saying about the Halo Infinite. The Halo Infinite, dude, play the multiplayer on that is gonna be like it's gonna keep things going for a while, man. All right. Whoa, man, there's a lot. Okay, yeah, no drama, just gaming content. Yeah. Personally, I love my PS5, but the fan base makes it incredibly difficult to enjoy. Sony guys negatively is just on another. Yeah, dude, it's bad, dude. I mean, PlayStation 5 is a good console, and there's going to be good games that come out to play PlayStation 5 Dark. But gosh, at the same time, man, hyping up the way they do, the way they hype stuff, it's like, dude, quit getting people like this excited about stuff that really might not. I mean, dude, it would be so hard for me to say, hey, yeah, go out and buy Ratchet and Clank right now for $70. If I knew that you only had $70 and that would be the only game you could experience for like the next 6 months, 3 months, I couldn't do that, dude. I could not like feel good about recommending you play that game if that's the only thing you get to play for the next 3 months, dude, because there's not 3 months worth of content in that game. So I couldn't do it. PS boys need clickbait because they're selling a blind illusion. Yeah. That's pretty true. No, not the crap. Oh yeah. Honestly, dude, his nonsense helped me freaking break down my negativity, because it was just so insane that I was like, you know what, man, whatever. Yeah. And it made me realize that, man, I'm taking this crap way too seriously, because this dude is nuts. It made me look at him and I'm like, this dude's nuts, man. So I didn't want to be like that. You know what I mean? That's where the crap gamer thing comes from. I was like, nope, don't want to be like that, dude. Sorry, man. That guy's way off his rocker. I have been watching content on YouTube for a couple of years now, and this is the most ever that I have ever participated in a live chat. And I watch Boomstick, RDX, and a few others. That's awesome, man. I appreciate it, Russell. I really do appreciate that. J Station is one of the worst PS. Yeah, never even seen that guy. Sorry, guys. I cannot watch PlayStation fanboy cringe, dude. The only one that I've ever watched, well, what's his name, King Trash or whatever. Um, every now and then his will pop up in my feed, and like, I'm just like, oh man, whatever. Yeah, I can't do it. Crab Grammar is an endless well of fanboyism you can tap into to laugh at. He never recovered after Phil Spencer burned him. He's an absolute clown. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did see that thing where Phil Spencer was like, dude, you really like, you, what did he say? He says, you canceled your pre order because other people get to play a game. Yeah. That's funny. One PlayStation show that's good is the trophy room from Mr. Babbitt. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. I mean, there's Foxy Gaming UK. That guy's kind of okay. He's not too bad. Furry Becker. I could tell you this man. The people at Guerrilla Games Studio are in the final stages of bringing the game out. One of the devs is a friend of the family. The game is coming this. Yeah, dude. I fully believe that game is coming out this year. Like I fully believe that. I like I said, I think it would take a catastrophe like the whole building burning down and them losing all their stuff for that game to not come out. Like I believe that game is coming out this year. Crap is one of the worst fanboys out there now. Maybe you can get him and Lucas in your fanboy anonymous. I try, man. I try every time I do the fanboy anonymous. I send Crap an invitation, man. I didn't know. I forgot about Lucas. Maybe I should send him one too. Hey, fellas, let's chat about this, guys. Let's talk about what we're hyping up here, man. Like, what's going on? How come I don't play my PlayStation 5 if it's so great, dude? I've had one for 3 months and I still play my Xbox every day religiously. I don't know how PlayStation 5 fans can start tearing up when they see a game title and no gameplay for God of War. But when Xbox shows a trailer of in-engine content, they talk endlessly. Oh yeah, dude. You know what? I mean, Xbox has always kind of went more. So what I've noticed over Xbox and PlayStation is PlayStation goes for the shiny, beautiful graphics. Xbox goes for the consistent, frame rate in performance. And for games like Gears of War 5 to hit 60 frames a second at pretty much 4K image, like good enough, image to where you're like, whoa, this looks good. And PlayStation games to be locked at 30 frames a second all last generation. Yeah, dude. I mean, them Xbox games look pretty freaking good at 4K, man. Or yeah. So I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm glad that Xbox is more measured when it comes to, because when you buy an Xbox One or Series X or something, your visuals are going to be pretty consistent across the whole console ecosystem. Whereas on PlayStation, your PlayStation games are going to look freaking amazing, but everything else is going to look like crap or close to crap, except for a select few companies like EA, Activision, Squaresoft. A few of them are going to make their games look just pretty close to where they are almost as good as the PlayStation. I don't get, yeah. I never knew the console war was this bad until I was able to consistently get on the internet. Yeah, for real. Tell me about it. Oh yeah, that's gaming. How are PS5 saying more than ever? How are saying more than ever, but people still can't get one. So who's lying here? Yeah, I don't know, man. They're selling a whole bunch of PlayStation 5s, and Xbox is only selling one to every two. I don't know, man. Well, PlayStation doesn't want to sell you a PlayStation 5. They wanted to sell me a second one, dude. They sent me an invite to buy a second one today. Same. I've been on PS for basically all my life, but this is the first time I've had an Xbox as well. And PS Twitter fan base has really put me off. Yeah, dude, they get so freaking caught up in that, mine's better than yours, and it's like, dude, like, who cares, man? Like, my plastic boxes are freaking amazing. MBG is the worst. Fanboy Jesus. MBG, like I did watch him a couple times when he was on Xbox, and yeah, now he's over on PlayStation doing the same thing. And it's funny because MBG and Crap Gamer both went to PlayStation when I was coming to Xbox. Go figure. I guess I mean that kind of happens though. I mean, if you've been in something your whole life and then you finally try something new, then you're like, oh yeah. But I've always bought Xbox consoles. I just never really got into the Xbox first party that much. And the Xbox One X is the first time I ever bought third party games for my Xbox. I always bought everything on my PlayStations. But now that's the biggest thing that's changed. Yeah, King Trash. Oh dear. Yeah, that guy's definitely pretty genuine about his love for his PlayStation, man. That's what I don't get, man. Like you can love both, man. You can serve neither of them and enjoy both of them, man, or you can try to serve one of them and be miserable, you know. Like honestly, if PlayStation 5 is all I had right now, I'd be pretty freaking miserable, guys. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I would be pretty freaking miserable. I would literally be wanting something to do. I would be miserable. But with Xbox and PlayStation, I rarely ever have to feel like that. I mean, there was a couple of months, you know, at the first of the year when I was wanting, you know, something new. But yeah, that was. You got to watch the PS guys in small doses, or you will succumb to this cringe. Yeah, I can imagine Xbox guys getting like that in the future. I hope not, man, because that would really suck, man. That's one of the biggest things I've seen about the Xbox community is they are a lot more like community oriented. But I understand that though, because PlayStation is kind of a closed off experience for the most part. It's a single player environment. Like I like playing single player games, so I liked PlayStation a lot for that. I try to watch a PlayStation podcast and I watch it for them to talk about PlayStation and they start bashing Xbox. I just can't deal with it. Yeah, exactly, Black. It's dumb, dude. I mean, if their only thing is to bash Xbox, then like what the heck, dude? Gears is still arguably the best looking game out to date. I'll put High Busters against Ratchet any day. Yeah, Ratchet Hive Busters is pretty freaking good looking, but you know what really takes the cake is that gosh dang Shadow of the Tomb Raider at 4K 60 on Xbox Series X now. That thing looks freaking amazing, dude. And yeah, the animations, Laura's animations are freaking amazing, man. That game still freaking gives me the goosebumps every time I play it. And not just for Laura, just yeah. The only PS podcast I watch is Beyond and maybe PS I Love You. But the kind of funny gang can get kind of bland. Yeah. Foxy Gaming is okay, and check out Mystic Ryan. Really good, really good. When I mean, I used to watch Foxy a lot when I was still doing the PlayStation thing. I did, you know, because Foxy Gaming is pretty good. I'm still subscribed to him. I don't really watch him that much anymore. Flight Sim is also 30p. Yeah, it is. A game like Flight Sim though. This might sound weird, RJ, but I have Ace Combat 7, and that runs at 60 frames a second. But it makes the plane look like it's flying so freaking slow because it's so smooth that I'm kind of hoping that the 30 FPS on the flight simulator will. I don't know. A lot of people are saying that it looks good and it's better that way. So I don't know, man. I mean, maybe we'll want 60 frames a second, but I doubt we're getting there on the Series S because I mean it's bringing 3090s to its knees, man. So I don't know. Yeah, seeing as it's like a slower moving game, I don't know if it's going to matter that much because I play Ace Combat 7 at 60, and that kind of makes the plane feel like it's going slow, and I think you'd probably fall asleep if the plane looked like it's going too slow on that. Xbox is going to bring xCloud to Xbox One systems. Yeah, that is freaking amazing, dude. Xbox's backward compatibility and forward thinking is amazing. Fanboys and tribalism. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with all these. All right, many people are having PS5 issues. I think because of the variable clock speed and the liquid crystal it needs to help it keeping from overheating. I think PS5 will get its own rendering. If it does, then I really hope they send me a new one because if it breaks down, dude, and they don't fix it, I'm not going to buy another one until closer to the end of the generation, and then I'll just buy all the games on discount. You can love both consoles. Apparently, people don't know how to do that. Yeah, exactly. You can't. So, in order to love both consoles, you can't serve either one of them, man. You're gonna have to serve neither of them so you can love both of them. And that's because no man can serve two masters. He'll love one and hate the other. This channel is very racist. Need more African American. Well, trying to do what we can, Dan. We appreciate you coming. Racism, African American diversity. Game Punisher. I'm pretty worried about the soldered storage really makes me really freak out about that because if that goes out, then you basically have to replace the whole thing. Mystic Ryan, definitely my favorite for PlayStation content. He also has the Series X. Yeah, see, I mean, if they got both, man, and they're making like decent content, you know, if he can put out good content about PlayStation without knocking Xbox all the time and be able to criticize PlayStation while still being able to say good stuff about Xbox, like that's the kind of channel I want to watch. I don't want to watch the people that are just constantly bashing the other one, man. I don't. Yeah, soldering the storage just a wild mistake to me. Yeah, I don't like it. It explains why the PlayStation podcasts get 300 to 400 live viewers and Xbox podcasts get 2,000 to 3,000. Probably. Sheesh. True that, MB. Sorry, I meant Game Punisher. Did Returnal ever crash on you? A lot when I first got it. Yeah, it crashed a lot. I'd get stuck in those. If you wore any of them other suits that came with the pre-order, you would get stuck. You wouldn't be able to traverse through into any other rooms. So yeah, dude, I got stuck a lot in that game, and it shut down a lot. So I just quit playing it. They did patch it the other day, and it does feel a lot more balanced now. So I would definitely recommend giving it another shot now. But yeah, dude, I did get the crashes. I guess both. What Darkest Hero mentioned earlier was right about PS podcasts. They have nothing better to talk about than hating Xbox. Most Xbox podcasts just talk about their excitement for games. That's very true, games. Sony does make a good camera. I can't argue that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it does. I mean, even the PS5 camera is actually pretty good. I like it. It's not bad. Capilla, not yet. For Velocity Velocity architecture is going to help Flight Slim. That's definitely going to help. Well, they're going to be streaming in the world from the cloud, from Bing Maps. So yeah, that's what I'm pretty excited to see. Russell Bellamy, I'm African American. I've noticed folks like MBG or Foxy are pretty okay on their YouTube channels, but then they get all cringy on Twitter. Yeah, I can see how that is. I mean, I try to get. Hey, Don the Plays, how's it going, man? Do you think Game Pass will be a deciding factor in which console people will buy in the future? Not as much. I think that people buying consoles for other people, yes. I do think that PlayStation is still going to hold that crown for the most part, but I do see Xbox's value proposition putting them in a much better place this generation. But you would think, because Xbox Game Pass was out last generation too, Don. They if you want to be completely honest about it, it came out. I got it when I got my series, my One X, and it didn't really move the needle that much from where they were, being outsold 2 to 1. But we were 3 years to the next generation too, so I don't know how much of a I don't know how much. I think that the Game Pass um, needs to be advertised more, and content creators really need to pick it up and run with it too more, for it to actually be able to have that kind of effect. I mean, I try to talk good about Game Pass, just in the simple fact that it is an amazing value, and for parents with kids. When I used to run that game store, man, it was heartbreaking, dude, to take a whole stack of games from a kid and give them barely enough to get a new game, dude. And his parents sitting there like, why are you trading in all those games for this one? And seeing that like every freaking all the time, dude. Oh boy, yeah. It like really weighs down on you. So I definitely recommend Game Pass to any parent with a kid over a PlayStation 5 any day of the week. I'm like, hey man, if you want to save money, get an Xbox and buy that kid. Actually, get the kid a football, but definitely if you want to save money on games, get him Game Pass. But I want to know, how can he tell from the chat? I don't know. I do not know. Frog Boy X1 Gaming. When do you expect Sony to start talking again? I expect him to say something next month, maybe August. I think they're going to do something next month, to be completely honest with you. But I mean, I do see a lot of feed stuff from them on Twitter, and if they are going to say something, they're going to tell you 2 days before they go out on Twitter and stuff. So follow the PlayStation channel on Twitter, and there's usually pretty good stuff on there. They haven't been completely silent, but right now they're trying to hype Ratchet and Clank. That's their thing. They're going to hype Ratchet and Clank and continue to put out stuff on that, and then you'll see something probably next month. Usually, I think 2 to 3 weeks after Ratchet and Clank, we'll start hearing more stuff. Is what I'm kind of thinking. They're both our shills. I believe so, Don. Have you heard about those Xbox certified television? Yes, I did hear about that, and my first thought was, yeah, they're probably great, but when I started looking at the prices on some of them, I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I see what's going on, because I mean they're not $500 TVs, man. They're like $1,500. So yeah, they do sound great. Any 2.1 was going to be fine. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have heard about those, but I'm thinking about getting one since I was going to replace my current screen soon. Yeah, definitely. If they're recommending them, they're probably going to work pretty good. What advice would you give a toxic fanboy if they were listening right now? Honestly, I would say there's no reason to be toxic, man, because like you're literally one console purchase away from completely changing your whole outlook on gaming, dude. That's what I would say. You are one console purchase away from changing your whole outlook on gaming. If you're a gamer, buy all of them, man. Play those freaking video games. That's all that matters. Video games are all that matters. It doesn't matter about the plastic box you play them on or the PC. It's the game, man. The game is what's there. And if you're so blinded by, oh my gosh, my plastic box is better, then you're never gonna call out the crap when they sell it to you. You're just going to accept it and be like, oh well, they'll do better next time. It's called what's the word for that? It's like that battered woman syndrome, where you're like, or Munchausen not Munchausen, it's Munchausen by proxy or whatever, where you oh no, I don't know if that's the one where you like keep getting punched in the eye and you're like, oh, I fell downstairs, but he'll be better next time. You know what I mean? Xbox Series S is so compact. Don't know how They fit all that. Oh yeah, exactly, man. And keep it cool. That's what really gets me going. I bought 3 years of Ultimate in 3 month batches during Thanksgiving from Target. For heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. That's a good deal, man. That is a good deal. GameStop deserves to drown for the way they lowballed their customers trading. Oh yeah, dude. Um, at Game Crazy, we did a little bit better, but probably not as. I mean, we had a video game rental. I mean, we had a video rental store. We were inside a video rental store, so I could tell my customers, "Hey, man, you can rent that," or I'd open it up and let them try it before. But yeah, dude. I mean, we did give them a little bit more money, and we took older gaming stuff as well. Like I was still buying like regular Nintendo games and stuff from my customers. Uh, so I paid 240. See, that's not bad, man, for freaking 3 years of that for $240. There's no need to hate on Game Pass. You can still buy your games if you want to. Yeah, exactly. That's a damn 3 years. Yeah, dude. I mean, I recommend if you can save some money on buying that Game Pass, definitely do it. Do that. Yeah. Have you read about the Blue Box game? Yeah, I did. You know what? I was kind of falling for that for a second, but then I'm like, wait a minute, dude. If Kojima was doing something like this, um, RJ, honestly, it's freaking stupid. I'll tell you why I don't believe it is because it would be an exclusive because they would be trying to market it as an exclusive to PlayStation, and if they did that, that'd be so dumb, dude. There's not enough PlayStation 5s out there in the wild, and they'd have to put it on PlayStation 4 as well. Konami has always put games on Xbox as well. I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer would would bring money for the would put money in for that. So if honestly if Silent Hill is coming out and Kojima's making it, I think it's coming to freaking Xbox as well. I don't. I mean, there might be like, yeah, Stockholm syndrome. That's it. They might have a. They might definitely have advertising with it, but I don't think that it's going to be exclusive just to PlayStation. Silent Hill, LOL. Yes, Toby, check Target and stack up. Yep, Stockholm syndrome. That's exactly the one I was thinking of. Munchausen is the one where they feed you stuff that makes you sick. LOL. Yes, Toby, check Target and stack it. That's because that's $80 a year. Yeah. So thanks. Also, don't need an Xbox to play Xbox games. Yeah, exactly. You can play them on a freaking phone. You can play them on a tablet. You can play them on a TV with a little cloud thing. Yeah, that's why I just think Xbox is definitely making some inroads this time. I just don't know if there's enough marketing for Game Pass. But with all the games, third party coming in there, yeah, it's definitely. I think third party need to step up their game. We need more action RPGs or action and adventure games. Yeah, we do definitely. I really hope that there's enough processing power in these consoles to actually get indie games up to at least last gen standards, so that we can start getting some. Yeah, $80 a year ain't bad. Yeah. The real kicker is if you buy 3 years of gold and then you sign up for, if you put them all on your Xbox, sign up for gold or Ultimate Game Pass, then they just convert it for 3 years too. So that's a little bit cheaper than what you got it for, but not much by any means, because that's $60 times 3. So that's, what is that, 180 or something? Yeah, they are actually monitors. Yeah, I did see those. Do you remember EB Games? Yeah, I do remember EB. We had EB here, we had Game Crazy, and we had GameStop and Game Peddler. True that, Toby. I made money off GameStop when Titanfall 2 came out. I bought it from Target for $30, then traded it to GameStop for 40. I used to do something like that, Metal Maces. I would go to Walmart and I would buy all of their their clearance games, usually like $5 or $10 a piece or whatever, and then I would take them to Shopko, and then Shopko would still be selling them for full price. So I'd just get a gift card for all of them and have me a lot of Shopko cash. And then all the Shopko's discounted games are actually at full price at Walmart. So I'd get a whole bunch of Walmart gift cards too. That was pretty good, man. That was a pretty decent hustle, man. I was playing the stock market for sure. Poor man's stock market back then. Dude, I was so young then. Oh, and Kojima's Dreamcast was still out. So yeah, like we were still playing we were still running around with PlayStation 1. So and Kojima's project with Boggs, hopefully at least one is true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kojima's got something coming out, but I don't know. Just got off work. I was going to game, but we'll watch Loki instead. Yeah. I saw the Twitter pic of a PS fan holding a stack of games and captioned it, "This is my Game Pass. Why would you brag about having spent 700 plus of software?" That hurts my head. Yeah, exactly. Battlefront 3, Half-Life 3, Titanfall 3 confirmed Xbox exclusives. Nice. I don't know about the Battlefront 3 being a exclusive. That would be kind of cool. Half-Life 3 definitely would be cool and possible. Titanfall 3, maybe. They were all PS5 games, so he spent full price and feeling. Yeah, dude, I spent like 1,005 for like all these games, and yeah, I played them all for like 20 hours, and I'm good. Now I got to get on Twitter and talk bad about Game Pass. $80 PS5 game. That's 100 Canadian peso. That's a lot of money, man. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Oh, dang, man! I wish my chats would be this good on freaking Friday nights, man. That'd be amazing. Who do you think will be the next acquisition for Xbox? There's a lot of talk about acquisitions. I don't think there's going to be any more major ones for at least a year or two. I think they're trying to play it safe, with the Bethesda thing and like kind of let it play out the way it's going to play out first. That's a big reason why I think they pushed Starfield out so far, because if they started just like cranking out all these games for Xbox, then it would start to feel more monopolistic, and it would be more of a. I think it would be bad PR for Xbox, to tell you the truth. So I think they will wait a little while before they do any major announcements, but they might pick up like another Double Fine or something like that. But I wouldn't expect any more big ones for a little while, guys. At least a year or two. I was hoping that they would pick up some of them Warner Brothers studios, but to tell you the truth, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay, I think if they could buy Monolith from Warner Brothers, that'd be cool. Yeah, Monolith would probably be one of the good ones to buy. As well as oh gosh, what's the freaking Mortal Kombat guys? Oh gosh, I forgot. Oh, I'm losing it. I will here on Friday listening while I play Scarlet Nexus on my Series X. Actually, I'll probably be playing Scarlet Nexus on my Series S. Oh gosh, don't feel bad about turn out on Friday. Things starting to open up again, so people want to go out. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true, man. If I would much rather you be out there doing something fun with your family than sitting here listening to me talk about video games and why I don't think the PlayStation 5 is that hyped. No, I'm just joking. It's cool. The chat numbers are going up before my eyes. Yeah. Almost 40 viewers. Hit that like button and share. Yes. Definitely, man. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe, man. Definitely appreciate everybody that subscribes. It's kind of ironic because Sony were the ones who started that subscription service model, and Microsoft is blowing it out of the freaking nether realm. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you, man. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Nether realm. Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure PS Now came out way before. Like it started at the beginning of the PlayStation generation to let people play their PS3 games. But if you think about it, it kind of felt cringe when PlayStation did it because they're like, well, we're not going to give you backward compatibility, but you could pay us $10 a month and play games you already own. And people were like, dude, that sucks, man. That's not a good deal. And that's just kind of the PR they let stay with it. The Dawn. What can Xbox do to get market lead against Sony if they can? Just keep being Xbox. Just keep doing what they're doing. PlayStation 5 is always going to be a PlayStation 5 ain't gonna go out without a fight, man. They are going to put out some amazing looking games. Sony magic is real, okay, guys? And the reason why Sony games are held to this high pedestal, like I said, like take God of War, for instance, okay? It is an amazing game. But look how small that open world is. Look at the size of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, man. Assassin's Creed Odyssey doesn't look as good as Ghost of God of War, but damn, dude, I spent over 140 hours in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I'm about 45 hours into God of War. So that's the thing with PlayStation Magic. It's not exactly magic. It is highly crafted, curated worlds that are made to please the eyes over the gameplay. And that all started with PlayStation 3 and has been going steady. If Game Pass starts getting a lot more third-party games, good third-party games, day and date, then yes, Game Pass is going to really push the sales of the Xbox for sure. That's definitely for sure. Microsoft bringing Series S to the floor this time at the same price as a Nintendo Switch. I thought that Microsoft should have probably just marketed the Series S at first as a kid-friendly and family console. And leave the Series X for like the hardcore gaming. And like I was being stupid when I said that, but it was for good to like let Xbox Series X actually have next gen exclusives. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. Microsoft is also de-emphasizing console sales, so how market share is determined is kind of changing. Yeah, that's true. And Microsoft if you want to get technical, dude, Microsoft can buy and sell Sony like 5 or 6 times. So it doesn't matter. It's about active users. Even Sony recognizes that. They even said as much themselves. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's if you're on a PlayStation or an Xbox, you're not on a Samsung phone. So market share and having people on there, it's all about, that's what it's about. Because if you're on a cell phone playing a game, you're not on a PlayStation playing a game, you're not on an Xbox playing a game, you're on a cell phone. So the more market share both of them have is better. So there's no reason to kick either console. We want both consoles to have high user bases, because if not, all of our games are going to be cell phone games, guys, because those are cheap to make and they make a lot of money. They need market Game Pass aggressively also. Yes, they do, and they need everybody to market for it. I believe the Series S was made as a complementary console for PS guys, as an option and cheap way to get to play exclusives rather than a PC. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely true. You can't reach the 3 billion users with just consoles. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Microsoft's got access to your cell phone now. Microsoft going for that freaking xCloud to put it on your phone. You could play full-fledged games on your cell phone without needing a console. So 7 billion cell phones out there. Yeah, Microsoft is going to be a market leader pretty freaking quick when it comes to games and gaming. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. Oh, PlayStation Magic. That which burns brightest also burns briefest. Yeah, games are one and done. That is true. Yeah, Microsoft is following their strategy with Office, Outlook, 365, Get, and Azure. Yeah, Microsoft is freaking pretty on point when it comes to everything. Yeah, they did Darkest, but the fanboys will always complain. Yeah, that's true. And subscriptions. I think Xbox needs to work on quality and make it a priority like Sony. Did you not see Forza Horizon 5? That looked pretty freaking amazing. I think Gears 5 that DLC they put out looked pretty good. I think that I don't know, Don. I'm kind of okay with the visual presentation that Xbox games give me because they also give me that 60 frames a second most of the time. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they do definitely need to. I think is what needs to happen is Microsoft needs to start producing and investing in single player experiences because that's what they're really missing when it comes to the PlayStation atmosphere, the single player experience. Microsoft doesn't care as much about it, about if you own an Xbox console as much as they want you to subscribe to Game. Yeah, Game Pass is better for them. Xbox is still an early making game. Just wait a few years. Yeah, I think this generation Xbox is going to deliver some freaking good ones. I mean, I think I'm honestly, man, Forza Horizon 4 blew my freaking socks off, dude. Um, that game looked freaking beautiful, just as good as any PlayStation. Like four, yeah, last generation after Xbox Series X came out, dude. Even freaking Rise, Son of Rome, looked pretty good. I actually did go back and play that game because I love stuff from Rome and everything else. So yeah, I did go back and play that game, and that shit held up pretty good, man. That game looked pretty good. Uh, yeah, I mean, even if we don't put Bethesda games in the even if we don't put Bethesda games in that, I think Xbox Studios like Playground Games 343, they're definitely growing now that they have the budget to make better stuff. I think that's where a lot of it was not having the budget to be as creative as Sony, but now they do. Yeah, that freaking Forza Horizon 5 looks freaking pretty amazing, dude. I'm sold. I'm 100% sold on that. That looks so good. Now my working we got then $70 one game with way more. For one $70 game, you get exactly 7 months of Game Pass. I could beat a lot of freaking games in 7 months, guys. I don't know about you, but I could definitely beat a lot of games in 7 months. Yeah, Forza Motorsport is gonna look freaking amazing, man. Like I am pretty hyped for Gran Turismo 7 too because I do like the art style, the minimalistic art style, but gosh dang, when you look at Gran Turismo Sport compared to Forza Motorsport 7, wow, dude, the fidelity on Forza is freaking nuts. Do you think next Nintendo generation will? I do. The Switch is very popular for them, so I think that we will see something, um, either an upgraded Switch or a successor to the Switch. They might do successor just because it's probably going to be a little more difficult to upgrade Switch games for a new Switch Pro. So I would expect the Switch 2 possibly. Maybe that might be the case. I mean, that would kind of suck. As long as it's backward compatible, I think it would be okay. Red Bull gives you wings. I feel the same way. If you think PS Salt was flowing after E3, wait till. Oh, yeah, definitely. The next Doom. Oh, boy. Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Yeah. Wolfenstein. Absolute Morton Saul. We'll just pour. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they get all these games, man. Buy an Xbox, dudes. Buy an Xbox. You can still play those from the comfort of your house on your Xbox. Just hide it under a blanket or something. You don't want anybody to see it. All right, guys. Well, I am sorry, guys. I got to get off because I got to get to sleep. I got a lot of freaking hard work to do tomorrow. But I might do another stream tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll probably just do another stream tomorrow night because depending on how work goes, I'll just do another stream for you guys. And then uh, Friday, I'm just going to start playing Scarlet Nexus when I get home. So right when I get home, I'll play Scarlet Nexus for a few hours. Then I'll do my little first impressions video for it, and then I will keep working on that over the weekend, and then try to get a review out as quick as possible. Yeah, no problem, game. I appreciate you guys coming, man. Definitely one of my better streams so far. I really appreciate it. See it tomorrow on Friday. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I definitely will be on around 5 o'clock. I think replayability is where you really get. Yeah, exactly. Replayability is definitely where you get your money at. That's exactly how I feel, man. If I play, I have no qualms buying an Ubisoft game day one because I know I'm going to play it for 100 to 200 hours just exploring the world. So I definitely get it. Yep. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow or Friday. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow, guys. So from like 5 o'clock on or something. So, all right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.